The changes in Photoshop in June 2015 means we can make our panoramic shots now directly in Camera Raw. Now the idea for a panoramic shot is pretty simple. Shoot a range of images, generally left to right but not exclusively, and stitch them together in either Photoshop or Lightroom Creative Cloud. If you're hand holding the shots, make sure you stand in one spot, and as you turn to take each picture, overlap them by about 30 to 50%. Keep as level as you can and try to lock onto something in the scene to help you do that. Maybe put the focusing mark on the horizon, something like that. Of course, if you've got a tripod to hand, then use that. Don't zoom or refocus as you take the pictures. Use a manual exposure, and once you focus, turn off the autofocus while you take the shots to ensure you give your software the best opportunity to create a great stitched panorama for you. I went out to shoot these images especially for this demonstration, and I shot them in portrait format, so I had a greater flexibility when it came to cropping, which the software will do for us if we want to, but sometimes there's a need for us to do it ourselves in Photoshop. Most importantly, shoot lots of images, not just one panoramic set. Between each group of shots, take a shot of the sky or the grass. Use that as a spacer between the images, and it's going to help you to determine where one set of panoramic images ends and the next one starts, because it can be quite hard to tell when you get the images open up in Bridge looking at the thumbnails. I've demonstrated two examples in this download. One was shot from a standard tripod and one was handheld. Panoramic enthusiasts often invest in a gadget that fits onto their tripod, which allows the camera to slide forward on a rack. Now this ensures the rotation of the camera as we pan around is over the film plane, and it helps the software to do the stitching by keeping everything level and accurate. It can also allow our rotation to be more precise using a scale on the tripod accessory. Having said that though, the vast majority of the handheld images I've taken have all stitched together perfectly okay. In fact, I've been impressed with how the software has coped with the movement that I obviously have when you go from almost one side of your body right the way round to the other. As careful as you are, there will be some movement in your body if you're hand holding. To be honest, you're likely to get a bit of movement even if you use a tripod, but the software can usually cope with it as long as we don't take that movement too far. The hardest part of making a panoramic image is finding ourselves in front of a stunning vista that will do justice to it. The taking and stitching of the images is not that difficult. We can have the software automatically crop our images, but I've chosen not to do that in one of the examples so we can demonstrate content aware, a fabulous partner to panoramic photography. We've also looked at three options that we're asked to choose from when we go through the process: spherical, cylindrical and perspective. So I've included a short test in a separate video which I hope will help you to make your decisions. If you want to go directly to our video, go to the address you can see on screen, and at the top center of the main page put Pano CC into the search and you'll be taken straight there.